After leaving WGCL, Swan moved further into independent journalism. He launched digital platforms and video channels where he could publish investigative commentary without the editorial restrictions of network television. During this period, he also worked with RT America, the U.S. branch of the Russian state-funded broadcaster RT, where he hosted programs and produced investigative segments. RT has long been criticized in the United States for functioning as a state media outlet aligned with Russian geopolitical messaging, a factor that added another layer of controversy to Swan's career. Despite criticism from mainstream media organizations, Swan retained a dedicated audience that viewed him as an independent journalist willing to explore uncomfortable or politically sensitive topics. His reporting during these years frequently focused on government transparency, surveillance, foreign policy controversies, and allegations of corruption among political elites.
This is Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth, coming at you here in Acapulco for the Anarchapulco 2018 conference, and I am joined right now by the one and only Ben Swann. Now, Ben, the big question everybody's been wondering lately is, where have you been? What's been going on? Obviously, taking a bit of a break. What exactly did happen?
Well, so I was obviously doing the reality check series in truthandmedia.com until January of 2017, and then did a series of reports at that time that really started to get a lot of attention, negative attention from not the public. Public was like consuming this stuff like crazy, but from other media who did not like the fact that I was challenging their narratives. And so I did a couple of stories, and one of them, of course, was they were on Syria and different things, but one of them was on the Pizzagate story, and ended up with my the station that I work for, really going against the agreement that we had, shutting down all of my social media, shutting down my page, and basically for the last year I've been just reporting on local stuff in Atlanta every night. So, people in Atlanta have seen me, but people around the country and around the world have not.
Right. So,
Ben, I have to ask you, because it's been a while since we talked, even though we used to work together. You caught a lot of media attention for your coverage of the Pizzagate saga when you were working at CBS Atlanta. Critics say you gave unnecessary airtime to an unsubstantiated story. Do you regret your decision to file that report?
No, I don't. A couple of things on that. So the story, the Pizzagate story, for people who have not seen it, there's a lot of conclusions they could draw from it. If you've ever seen it, then you know, number one, I didn't create Pizzagate, and I wasn't the first person to talk about it. In fact, I only did my report after Pizzagate became national news on CNN, CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox News, MSNBC. Everybody was reporting on a gunman who went into a pizza place. But what they were claiming was the actual story behind how this all came together, this theory, whether they wanted to believe it was a conspiracy theory or not, and whether it is a conspiracy theory or not, the theory came from somewhere, and that was being misreported. My report simply said, here's where it actually came from, which was John Podesta's hacked emails. But no one's really interested in the facts behind that.